When I was a casual, I thought as a casual, I spoke like a casual, and I looked at boxing like a casual. But when I became a hardcore, I put away all those casual things. This is Michael Rogers, and welcome to Bodywork Boxing.
I do what I do. He knows what I'm about to tell him right now. It's Mr. Keep Running Your Mouth. That's what I
do. I just feel like I'm the champ, and at the end of the day, I'm just a fighting motherfucker. It doesn't matter. Inside, outside, I can just fight. So I just feel like if it gets down to the wire, and we gotta lock it up, I'm out on top.
As you can see how I'm looking, I stay solid. I'm always solid. I stay fucked solid up, man. You know what I'm saying? To the fans that know.
I'm the job outside the ring. I'm a fighter, like I said before. And no safety on the clock, so I'm ready.
I'll take them how they come and make them look ordinary.
Welcome back. This Michael Rogers. Welcome to Bodywork Boxing. And it's perfect timing, man. Everything happens for a reason. And I believe right now we're at a time where in the boxing world, not too long ago, all of the sanctioning bodies got together and had a meeting. And I believe that what we're seeing right now is the domino effect of that meeting. Right? Because when it comes to the WBA, the WBA comes out, I guess, almost gives Tank an ultimatum. Drop the belt at 140, go see Kambosos. Don't go see Kambosos, drop that belt and go see Josh Taylor. It's being reported that Tank is letting go of the 140 belt, so that locks him in the 135. So the crosshairs should be on Kambosos. Not going to get into that, but that's just the measure where the WBA actually said that earlier it was up to like 55 belts, and with a couple more moves they'll be getting the belts down to 22 and ultimately down to 17 belts. So they are trying to clean up this mess, right? So you fast forward to this recent news where everybody thought that Errol Spence was actually going to be able to go see Ugas on a unification, and the WBA said no. Ugas got to go see Stanyanis. Tough fight for Ugas. I can't wait to do the breakdown. Man, that's going to be a good fight. But I think it's good for the boxing culture, because when it comes to who's fighting who and everybody mixing it up and, really clearing out a division, all questions need to be answered. All stones need to be left turned over and not unturned. You feel me? Anyway, it's a process of them trying to clean up the belts. So everybody was like, oh man, getting their panties in a bunch or whatever. And I'm like, look, man, Spence is my guy. He's a street sweeper. You know what I'm saying? If it's garbage out there in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Whether he got to stab down on it, whether he got to scoop it, whether he got to get a machine, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But let's not get all up in arms, because I thought that unifications trumped mandatories. So they saying that, Stanyanis is Ugas mandatory, which is ironic because he just fought Pacquiao. It's kind of weird, but it goes along with the agenda to go ahead and clean up all this belt stuff. You know what I'm saying? So Ugas got to fight Stanyanis to clear up that mandatory, to forego an Ugas and a Spence fight, which was allegedly already reported. So unifications do not trump mandatories. Call me out if I'm lying. Now, another thing, which I got a video coming out about Teddy Atlas versus Eddie Hearn, and I want to prep my hardcores for this. This is not for casuals. You know what I'm saying? This is for my hardcores, right? Got a video about Teddy Atlas and Eddie Hearns and which one you believe, right? So I bring up the Eddie Hearn situation because for some reason it's a lot of people out here with their Superman capes on for Eddie Hearn. I'm like, man, don't you know you got videos out here talking about how much of a crook Eddie Hearn is? That's accessible in these YouTube streets. And now everybody's like, oh, why they hating on Eddie Hearn? And, oh, I'll go fuck Leonard Ellaby up. They saying all this shit on the internet. And I don't understand it. You want to shit on Leonard Ellaby and then cape for Eddie Hearn? Are we even in America? Are we even in America? Like, you have videos shitting on Eddie Hearn. And now everybody want to come. We got a man with mental health threatening to go beat up Leonard Ellaby. And I don't know why people don't see it, but if Floyd was always 2 or 3 steps ahead of his opponent inside the ring, and now he has control of the game outside of the ring, what makes you think that him and his team are not already 2 or 3 steps ahead? Eureka! Let's get down to Eddie Hearn, which leads me to all these Devin talks and all this cry me a river, you know, if Cambosos go fight Tank and if he don't fight Devin. I recall, and this is the main thing with the whole Lomachenko, Devin, Teo thing, right? Everybody want to put their flag and stamp their flag on the ground about how Devin Haney was Lomachenko's mandatory. Oh, that was his mandatory. And Lomachenko wanted to duck. But if I recall, Lomachenko had all the belts. Teofimo Lopez went and got the IBF belt up off for Comey. That was a unification. Oh, but Loma ducked Devin Haney. Okay. So, that's number 2. Unifications don't trump mandatories because Loma had 3 belts. They say he dropped one off the Devin to go unify with Teo. But no, all the talking points is about how Devin Haney was Lomachenko's mandatory. So, unifications don't trump mandatories. So that's a myth. So in the top 5 myths in boxing, 2nd edition, number 1, unifications do not trump mandatories. Body work.
All right, I believe you, but my Tommy gun don't. Get down on your knees and tell me you love me. My word, and I do what I do. He knows what I'm about to tell him right now. It's Mr. Keep running your mouth. That's what I do.
I just feel like I'm the champ, and at the end of the day, I'm just a fighting motherfucker. It doesn't matter. Inside, outside, I can just fight. So I just feel like if you get down to the wire, and we gotta lock it up, I'm out on top.
Hey, look, as you can see how I'm looking, I stay solid. I'm always solid. I stay fuck solid up, man. You know what I'm saying? To the fans that know.
Do that job outside the ring. I'm a fighter, like I said before. Ain't no safety on the clock, so